Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Skedaddle podcast. These are your hosts, John and
Chris. Was I supposed to say and Chris?
no.
I
just said and
Suspense. Who do you think is today here?
Yeah, who is it today? So yeah, this month since it's October, I think we can talk. We can take we can take the spooky theme as many things you see. Like I was watching on Hulu, they have this Halloween and like. Here's your list of horror movies that you can watch.
Halloween, yeah.
Halloween, yeah. So I was like, okay, so that could be the theme for the podcast. So we can start off very lightheartedly with like the scary stories, urban legends that we grew up with as we were kids, and then we can talk about whether we believe in those or not. How much you actually believe.
Actually, let's just start with that.
Yeah.
Do you believe?
No.
What are you scared of?
Scared?
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of spirits?
In terms of like metaphysical things, like things that are like, of course I'm scared of being killed, or I'm scared of falling down and dying, or I'm scared of being broke, right? Not those concepts. Something like some things that you just
like something's gonna come
are you
get
scared
me?
of clowns? Like do they like creep you out?
I mean, I don't like them, but I'm not scared of them.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I actually don't get it why they're scary, because I guess you just don't know who they are.
Have you seen It?
Yeah.
That's a scary clown.
He's not a fucking clown. He's like a monster.
But
he has like teeth.
But there are some
like
clowns that kind of look like that, right?
Like,
you didn't watch American Horror Story, but there's one that's called The Circus, and there's this scary ass clown in there, but they make them look scary, right? It's kind of like Chucky.
Yes, exactly.
The
things that that's a good one. Like if I see like an abandoned doll, that makes me like something feel. I mean, I'm not like, but I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna mess with it.
Yeah.
See, so I don't believe, but I don't want to mess.
Exactly.
I would never play the Ouija board. I don't think.
Oh, I will.
You would?
Why not? You think you're gonna bring up like a crazy?
I'm gonna open a portal to the underworld. And
No, I would.
Yeah?
And I was, because I don't think if there are let's imagine there are spirits out there. I think they're completely helpless. I don't think they can really do anything.
But that's the thing, that the Ouija board is supposed to be the conduit, so that
they would just only maybe give you information, or like you give them information, but they're not gonna like.
See, but like that's
table.
the thing that I guess, because I guess when I watch movies, that's what will happen. Mm-hmm. But like people who like, read the spell or something, I'd be like, let me read it. I don't believe in those things, right?
Yeah.
Or like, don't do this, or don't open this book. I don't know. Like that doesn't really, to me, that doesn't mean anything.
But like, I specifically remember this small apartment back in like 8 years ago, that we were walking by, and I just glanced, and it was like an abandoned apartment, but like not like we were in an abandoned area, it was in the neighborhood. I was gonna glance over, and like it was empty, right? So I could see like through the windows there's nothing there, but there were like bunch of like kids toys on the ground and like dirt, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, because like if it was like plates or piece of clothes, I would like, okay, I make sense, but why would we like two dolls and toys? Like and also like in horror movies, when they like make the kids evil, that gets me. I'm like, okay, because kids are weird,
Yeah.
So
and you never know, right? They're so susceptible to all these things.
Like I don't remember the name of the movie, but there was this like one movie about this orphanage that was like all horrible thing had happened to these orphans, and
it was Follow the Girl.
Yeah, something like that. Or like one of the kids was possessed by one of those things, and it was nothing like about like one of those jump scare, but the concept that the mom felt like that this is not my kid.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it was The Omen or
that.
I think it's
that boy that did a lot of scare movies.
Yeah.
Like a specific eyes. That boy was in it, and it was like odd. I think Robert De Niro was in that movie. He was like a psychologist.
Maybe it's like Children of the Corn.
Oh my god!
Or something like
Not
that.
the Children of the Corn. Oh my god! I want to watch that movie. It was something, I don't want to ruin the end, but it was actually had a very good logical explanation for all this, and that kind of like got you. Like it was like.
That's kind of how Long Legs. You haven't seen the movie, but Long Legs is pretty good.
Daddy Long Legs? No.
No, it's just called Long Legs.
Okay. So it's like a shadow?
No.
Okay.
You just gotta watch it.
Okay. Yeah, I should watch some movies.
It has Robert De Niro, I think. Oh, what's his name? The guy that plays the Two-Face, or who's Robert? That's the guy that's kind of like.
Don't say who's Robert De Niro.
No, it's not. No, John Travolta. John Travolta.
Oh, the two Face Off.
Yeah.
No, Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. There you go. Nicolas Cage. That's who's the guy who's the guy with the Pedro Pascal and the meme they're like looking at each other, they're laughing. That's John Cage, right? Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is the one that is like crazy. Like there's so many interesting things about him.
Yeah, but he's like
Blue
a kind of long
eyes,
face,
tall guy. Yes. Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Kind of like, I don't know. It looks like he's like,
nose, big nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you wouldn't know who he was until you, because they don't really show.
Oh, I see.
And I'm like,
you
what?
just ruined
he was
the movie.
here? No, that's not the point of the movie.
Okay, yeah. So alright, so kids stuff. Like I will be like, okay, I don't want to fuck with this.
Okay,
I'm really scared of it.
Will you go to a cemetery at night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool actually. Yeah.
I think I will do it too.
Yeah. It's an interest. I like cemeteries actually. Like if I know.
What
that
about
they
the
make
ones where like
comments.
there's like a? Will you go to a church like?
I don't feel anything about churches.
No.
No. Cemeteries definitely are stronger because to me churches are I don't understand. It's just a room, right?
Mm-hmm.
But cemeteries, of course, like you make you feel like all right, but something is going on, or you like there's a breeze on you, and you're like, what's that like a thing, or like you see like a candle suddenly. So, but I like it because I feel like well, the ghosts rationally are hanging out where they're supposed to be. So it makes me feel like
they're supposed to be.
It makes me feel like if I leave the cemetery, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, that brings me that Pet Cemetery movie. Mm-hmm. That was cool. Like that, like dead animals. Mm-hmm. So it was the Pet Cemetery idea. It's not the ruining of the movie.
There's a show on that.
So it's a book because it's a book, it's a book that if you bury if there's a specific area, if you bury your dead animal, it comes back to life, but it's not normal anymore, which makes sense. Like, I mean, what did you expect?
And the things like they try to do that with a person, right? In the Pet Cemetery.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
So that idea is really cool, but like I don't find goats creepy. A lot of people feel like
I don't find
goats are like some because of their eyes.
Yeah. I mean, I had goats.
That's why like goats are symbol of a lot of demonization and all that.
Well, that's because in I don't know if it's in Latin America or Catholicism in general, but the devil is typically portrayed as
like the head of a goat.
Like he takes a form of a goat.
Because people don't like the eyes of goats.
No, but even in our little Mexican bingo, we have like the devil, right? A card for the devil.
Yeah.
And he always has a foot of a goat and then a foot of like a chicken.
So I don't understand what I really am curious to know what's up with what do you have against goats, like of all animals, like what's up.
We don't have anything, man.
Not you, but like in general, like because goats are a lot of symbols of
like the movie The Witch. I don't know if you've seen that one before, but it's a movie called The Witch, and there's a character and it's this huge black goat, right? And it looks so scary and he's just kind of staring at the person. They're like yelling at it, and he's just staring like this. And then they turn around and they go.
Maybe that's one of the reasons, like, because goats do stare at you, and they have a really weird shaped eye, and they like.
Yeah.
And they have horns.
And the horns, you know?
Exactly.
And they do come and like they charge you and like headbutt whatever.
Well, like wouldn't a deer would do the same, like moose, like they stare at you. They're huge too. Yeah. But somehow their face is more friendly, I guess, or fluffier. Or they go straight up the wall.
Why is the lamb like a Christian thing?
Because like the sacrifice, like you like
I know, but why is it
or the
lamb?
golden lamb. Because it's cute.
Because you can do it with a bunny, right?
Bunny's tiny. Yeah. You make a sacrifice on a bunny, like.
What about like a tiny calf? You know, recently born cow. Those are cute too.
Those are very cute. I don't know. Preference,
I guess the lamb is because it's like fluffy, it's white, it's so pretty, obviously. And
it's not like intimidating. Like a cow is intimidating, but a sheep is not. Okay, so yeah, those like that. So I would say like cemeteries. I'm fine with them. Like when I hear noises, I always just find a rational thing. What scares you?
Let me see. I don't think. I mean,
sometimes items like makes me feel weird. Like because I do go to a lot of antique stores, right? And there's sometimes like an item that looks so something. Like there's something about it, and I'll be like, no.
No, that's not really anything that is like that. I don't get scared by that. It's always more like a location and like the sounds or something, or just feeling like a presence. Because I used to get a lot of sleep paralysis, and that was always really scary. Because that's what makes me think like if I'm by myself.
Holy shit! You got sleep paralysis?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Well, tell me about that. Kid. Me too.
Yeah.
And I don't even talk about it because I feel like it was just so.
No, it's a very common phenomenon.
Okay.
I mean, not that common, but.
But tell me about how was it for you?
Mine always started with like I could always tell when it was about to happen, right?
Yes.
So I'll be asleep, and then you kind of like woken up, but then you feel like something's coming to you.
Yeah.
Like you feel it, and then sometimes when it was like really, really like strong, I guess, I will hear things. I remember this one specifically because it's like I will hear like thunder or something, and then just feel like something was climbing on me. Like
oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps. The same thing.
Yeah, everybody describes it the same way.
Well, you say everybody, but I have never met anybody else that has experienced this.
No, you haven't seen it. It's on Netflix. There's a commentary about sleep paralysis.
I don't watch Netflix.
But no, because that's when I thought like, oh man, it is real.
Oh,
but people will call it like, oh yeah, they climb on you.
Because I told my mom, like, I was a kid, like, and she was like,
Oh, I told my parents, and they're like, let's call the priest. Let's bless this. Yeah, I'm serious.
And my mom was like, you were dreaming probably. I was like, no,
yeah, no, they always think, and I'm like, no, I'm like, in the way that
something comes and lay down on me, and I hear it like.
Yeah, I will hear the
steps. But it would only happen to me if I were taking like an afternoon nap. It would never happen to me like in the morning or night. No, I would take a nap and I would just feel like I'm just talking about it. I'm getting goosebumps because like it's still like the feeling is so alive.
It's so
in me.
real, yeah.
So like I was laying down and I feel like oh shit, it's coming.
It's coming, yeah.
Like I would hear like plastic noises, like something is stepping on something.
Yeah.
And I would come out and like lay down and I would feel like oh my god. And I remember I kept asking my mom because the reason maybe is that I remember those. Because my mom loves to nap, right? And in the afternoon she would nap and I would beg her to let me nap beside her so I can leash her to her. But I couldn't move my hand to tell her that.
No, but I will hear myself like trying to scream, right? And one time I was having that and I actually woke, it was in college and I woke up like this, like and my roommate was awake and he's like, oh, were you having a nightmare? I was like, yes, I'm having a nightmare.
It happened to you when you were in college, too?
The last time that it happened, I don't know, it happened with me like, as an adult it hasn't happened that much. But when I was a kid, I used to get them pretty often.
Yeah, like the last time it might happen to me was maybe I was like 10, 11.
Oh no, I was an adult when it still happened.
What the hell is this?
I don't know, but there's an explanation. They have like a scientific
what kind of explanation for like somebody laying down on you? Because I would feel like
the
legs
like
and with their fingers was just coming and just I would be like pinned.
I will feel like they were standing right next to me, like literally like waiting for me to like wake up. What the fuck
is that then? What's the okay? Can I mean? Oh, what is the scientific explanation for this?
I already forgot. But basically, you're in this state where like your brain is awake before your body is, essentially.
Sure, but why does it embody something
because,
this is
and then
specific?
You feel like something's climbing you because you cannot move your body, right? Your brain is not sending the signals to your body to like move. So you feel heavy.
Why would there something climbing on you? It should be like you're feeling like a rock falls on you. Why is it specifically this person that walks toward you, lay down on you?
And then they always see, some people see like a shadow,
I am
right?
scared of that.
Yeah, so that I'm scared of.
If it happens to me right as an adult, oh my god, I will just...
But some people describe like a shadow, right? Like standing over you or something. I never really saw a shadow, but I always
I never could see
But anything. I would always feel like, like they're standing right there and they just like waiting for me.
And I feel like it was like something like I could see. Like I remember I had to wait it out, right?
Yeah, I had to wait it out
look at the ceiling.
Or I will try to move something like, okay, as long as I wake up, it's gonna go away. Your friends
have experienced this?
Yeah. Remember the friend I told you about, Jose, that we had the breakup with? He also had it very bad. Like we both had it and we always talk about it. he was very much into those things though, and believing ghosts and things like that, and seeing things.
I have never had anybody. I mean, but maybe other people just don't. Or they're also scared to say it because they feel like you're either like insane, or you're either you're making it up, or you're possessed.
Like the fear is real. That's the most scared I've ever been.
Yeah, like exactly. I'm thinking about it just gives me that feeling.
I remember the one I remember the most is I had just moved to the U.S. I think, and we were in that. That's what my parents called the priest. Like, oh, we're gonna bless this.
Oh yeah. Because
I was sitting there and I just hear like thunder, and then I hear like people talking. I guess. Just talking, and somehow it was like a religious talk or something. I feel like some people were.
Oh, you were possessed. Sounds like
and then and then like a whisper was it said like to me like you're gonna die, but in Spanish. It was all in Spanish. I'm serious.
It makes sense.
And then it just kind of like you're gonna die, and then just like stop.
What did it say? That you're gonna die in Spanish?
Yeah.
No, say it.
Oh, like vas a morir.
Oh, that sounds more because it's Latin.
Kind of like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn, like, I came here to die? Nah. And then, but it will be things like that. And then I will hear thunder, and I will feel like people, like, saying something, like a prophecy. I don't know. It just felt like it had that kind of vibe, like someone was saying something that was going to happen.
After you told your parents and your parent called a priest, did you keep telling them when it happens to you?
No, I don't remember. I think it went away for a while, but I still had it. And then after that, I was
so
like,
obviously
it's
this
a real
is like
thing.
A priest thing. Well, if it
no, but it kept happening. Right, so, but then I was like, oh, maybe it is like a thing. And then I looked it up and like, oh, it's called sleep paralysis. And then I saw that documentary, like, oh, like people really do have this for real. Some people will have this, like, they will hear like static, right? So they think, oh, it's the TB making that sound or something, but...
So like when I was doing the sleep test, they did check for sleep paralysis. Like, but I mean, I haven't had it like in years, like I said. Yeah. But also, it wouldn't happen every time I sleep. So I don't know how
it won't just randomly happen.
Yeah.
And I will always recognize it immediately. But still, I'm
not convinced, John, about this whole like. The detail of this being
I don't remember the details, but there is some scientific explanation.
Like, for example, I understand, like, like some people might have experienced something like that, they cannot move their body. Or, like, you know, that dream that all of us have, that you, like, fall from a height, or you are, like, being chased by something and you cannot move. Because you, like, really want to escape, but you cannot. Those make sense because they come from, like, completely rational fears that you have in your real life. But this is a specific thing that something comes to you and lays down like perfectly from your toes to your fingers, from like every single finger, like perfectly laying down.
Yeah, but people say, you know, it's just...
Are you looking it up?
It says sleep paralysis most often occurs in people who have narcolepsy or sleep apnea, but it can affect anybody. But it says that basically you enter REM sleep, but your brain is still... what do you say? Your brain remains awake.
Well, now I'm not the fact that I do have the condition.
It says during REM sleep, the body's muscles are paralyzed to prevent physical actions during dreams.
Paralysis, I get it. Tell me about the details. Why are the details like that? Like, I get the paralysis. That totally makes sense.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand why all of us envision the same thing. That something comes to our clothes, stands up, watches us laying down, and then like very perfectly lays down. We have to wait it out and just gets up.
See, about 5% people have regular episodes. Males and females are equally affected.
Oh wow, we're unique.
I know we're in the 5% because I had it until I was an adult.
You're like, yeah. So do you have?
It's part of the hallucination apparently. Where you see like humming, hissing, static, zapping, buzzing noises, voices, whispers, roars. See, that's basically what I got to. Like,
mine was always some plastic, like something else crushing plastic.
It has also been known that one may feel pressure on their chest and intense pain in their head during an episode.
Somebody should have recorded the video of me. The moment that you said that, my eyes were like, what?
Yeah.
People have this?
See, people have feelings of drowning, sinking, being dragged out of bed, flying, numbness, feelings of electric tingles, vibrations. So, see, like I said, sleep paralysis may include hallucinations such as an intruding presence or a dark figure in the room. And then these are commonly known as sleep paralysis demons.
We need the K-pop demon hunters.
I know, right?
We're going up.
Okay, says the pathophysiology has not been concretely identified.
The whole sleep
but
is
there
a
are some
freaking
theories
question.
about its cause, right?
Some people like should study sleep. I mean, I don't have time to do all this research about everything. Come on, sleep is an amazing mystery.
Yeah, it says that the people who have this, they typically have shorter REM sleep latencies than normal long short, right? So, and then fragmentation of REM sleep.
I should bring this up in my next appointment because Gujrat is talking about this. I actually got on Monday. Okay. We got like completely.
I'm not completely off.
Okay.
Why I didn't know you had him before.
Oh my god, that was such a cool thing.
I had him all the time.
I want to hug you right now. Like I feel seen.
I feel seen.
I feel like. Because my mom completely bypassed it because she probably was scared too.
I think some of my brothers had it for a little bit, but not like me. Like I had it.
They were faking because they wanted to be like you. They wanted to get the attention.
But no, it's and then at some point I got to I know what it is. I know how to deal with it.
And because of that, it was my favorite thing that like if I sleep like beside my mom, that she holds my hand. Mm-hmm. So and it was my dream that if I ever like get married to somebody, so they always hold my hand. But I go to sleep.
That's just kind of annoying. To go to sleep. Yes.
No, not the whole night, just to go to sleep.
Yeah. To go to sleep.
It's obviously not practical. But I want to say, like, to wrap this thing, have you watched the animation movie called Guardian of Galaxy? Mm-hmm. You know that
animation?
Yeah, it's like an animation. Like
not the real Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, am I saying it wrong then? Not the Guardian of Galaxy. Of course, the Guardian of Galaxy is that guy, the raccoon. Look it up. The Guardian, like say animation movie, Guardian. Just search that. See what it comes. That. This? Rise of the Guardians. Have you seen that one?
No.
Okay, it's one of my favorite animations ever, and there's like you have Guardians, so Jack Frost who brings like fun of snow and ices, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy bring tooth, and Easter Bunny is
tooth
another.
Or money?
Sure. Sorry. Okay. Take your tooth, give you gold. So they're like the guardians of your kind of childhood and your excitement and believing, right? And also the bunny, Easter Bunny. But then there are two interesting characters in this. One of them is the sleep thing, so he brings you dream, and the other one's the nightmare. Oh. So the character of that nightmare, the depiction of that, the first time I saw it, I pictured that. That was exactly how I have seen that character.
Someone probably saw it like that too. That's what the design.
Exactly, because it brings nightmare, and I'm saying it, getting goosebumps. It's a black sand. And it's designed very nicely. So I really recommend you watch this movie. It's very nice, and I don't remember his character name, but the villain, what is it called? Like go to cast.
Let me see if they have.
Because this guy.
Yeah, him.
And it's all sand, and he can make everything with sand, black sands.
That's funny because there's a show called The Sandman, and
Sandman is the So that gold guy is the Sandman, right? But that gold one brings memories and like cute dreams, but he's the nightman, the fear, and it's not just at the night, but just that fear. It's so cool.
No.
And definitely watch it. Actually, it's it's one of my favorites. And the whole story of how Jack Frost becomes Jack Frost is very touching.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
So all right. What are the
I mean, I grew up in a very remote area, right? Like so there were a bunch of legends or stories. Like everybody believe in witches.
What does it mean? Like witches? Something
they mean so for
they are not human?
No, yes, they are human, but they're people, they're women, obviously. Like, for some reason, guys were not included.
Smart.
That they made a pact with the devil, right?
Oh, so they were people, but they did something that they were like, now, okay.
So, I mean, they were still people, right? But they were women that made like a pact with the devil to get something. And they
live in a forest?
No, they're fine. They live like normal people.
But they can put like spells on you?
That or, not that, but they will go out at night and try to like do things. So one thing where I came from, they said like they will suck you, like suck your blood or something, and they will suck from like
say suck your blood. My eyes were like
that they will buy people like apparently to get their life or something. I don't know what they will steal. So they will like kidnap kids or young adults.
Witches,
right?
supposedly
and they will do that. And the thing that they will do, they will whistle.
It's like Hansel and Gretel, like the witch. Yeah, the whole story is an actual horror story. That these two kids that they didn't listen to their parents, and they just kind of like went to the forest and kept going. So this witch brought them with this idea of the chocolate house or cookie house or whatever to eat them. Because witches are living in remote places and they bring children and young people to eat them because that's how they stay alive. And they get their magic. That's what Hansel and Gretel is about. What did you think Hansel and Gretel is about?
I've never seen this thing. I mean, I know I've heard of them, but I never pay attention to them.
Okay.
To this story, you know. So that was, and then the thing is like they will whistle like whenever they were around, and they can turn into owls.
This all makes sense. Okay, so
like
people would think like, ooh, because
they're the
like,
way that you will see them, like, because where we live, like we had no like street lights, right? It was super dark all the time, and then you will see like lights kind of move up and down. That's what people will say. I never saw those things, but that's what people would tell.
The wind would like move the,
and you can kind of see them off to the, because we were kind of surrounded by mountains, not really mountains, but hills, I guess. So, but you can see, and then they will go like up and down, like, oh, like that's a witch. And then they will like whistle, and they will whistle back or something, and then, oh shit, they're coming for us. So people will run.
I think in Iran also, like as villages and small towns, like they have like urban villages like that. But yeah.
Yeah, that's like because there's nothing else to do.
Exactly, nothing else to do, and there's so much unknown. The moment the light goes away.
What always baffled me is that everybody had a story to tell, and I'm like, how come nothing has happened to me? Because I had no story to tell. And I used to, like, one time I remember I was so scared because I had to walk from my cousin's house to my house. But we were, like, in opposite sides of town. So, where we lived was very separate from the rest of the town because we live in my grandpa's, like, ranch. So, I had to walk this main street. And the main street, there was a church, always. It was like, oh, like, don't ever walk in front of the church at night. Because you'll see, like, a woman crying. Or you see somebody that's going to call you out and they want something from you. So, and this time it's like almost like 10 p.m. and I'm terrified because there's only like so many light posts between them, right? And then the one in the church is super dark. But I made it through and I made it back to my house and nothing happened. I was like, oh, okay. But I was shaking.
Yeah, I bet.
The entire time. And we always have like a little hill or something. So it's always dark and there's a bunch of trees and this palm-looking trees.
Whistling and all this.
Yeah,
like
all these rustles
noises.
and like, yeah, there's just so many things. But I never saw anything, and all my cousins said that they saw something, that they got kidnapped, or they don't remember something that happened, or someone knocked on their door. Oh, and that was another thing, like how you could trap a witch if you did something with, if you pray the rosary backwards or something. Like that's a Catholic thing, and you hang like some scissors outside your door or something. I don't know. It was some weird thing like that. And I'm like, what? Who's coming up with this thing? I don't know.
Interesting.
So things like that, and then the main one that is everybody knows in Mexico is the crying woman.
Okay.
So that's
why is she crying?
She's crying because
her husband hit it.
No, the legend is that she drowned her kids in the river. So every time it rains and you're close to a river or something, she comes out like wailing, asking like,
well, why did she drown her?
That's
That's
the point, right? That's why she's crying because like, oh, like where are my kids? Like I drowned them basically. Like
Have
she's
you
regretful.
Seen Shutter Island?
No.
Okay.
But there's a movie. It's called La Llorona. There's a movie called La Llorona too in the U.S.
It's
based
what?
on La Llorona.
La Llorona. Oh, that means
Llorona means like crying woman.
Cool.
It's how it translates. Llorar means to cry.
But it's female
and Llorona
version.
means like, oh yeah, like some girl is crying, you know, or they're a crybaby kind of thing. But in this case, it means like, and so she's always in.
What an annoying
I'm trying
bitch.
to remember.
Like you kill your kids and
no, but
you
I
have to
remember
also
she always was
listen to
dressed in white because I think she did find out that her husband cheated or something, and it was on her wedding day. And then she got so mad, so she killed her kids. Or I don't know.
So they got married after they had children?
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know. Well, someone double check me on this. I don't remember exactly the whole backstory, but that is how it comes to be. So that one's very famous. The witches are very famous, and then little people.
Any bad man character in this country or no? Everybody's
they
women.
call it El Cuco.
Cuco?
Mm-hmm.
Who is El Cuco?
They didn't say what, but that's the one that everybody scares their children with. They said, "Oh, like if you don't behave, El Cuco's gonna come and get you."
How does El Cuco
They
look
just
like?
No, she looks like a regular man, but he has a sack, and like any children who misbehaves, he's gonna put you in his sack and take you away.
Okay.
So that's kind of
Okay, so that's Lulu in our thing. Like it doesn't have a sack or whatever, but whatever kid that's not misbehaving, it's like Lulu is gonna come get you and eat you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, something like that.
Or like if you don't eat this, I'm gonna give it to Lulu. That's another thing. Like okay.
But we always had. This is the thing I never understood. Like every time we had like a religious like party, not like party, but like a celebration in the town, there's like this people who dance in line, right? But there are always like this ugly. We call them the old man, but they look like monsters kind of thing. And they're always dressed in these rags and stuff, and they have like a whip or something, and they're just running around the thing. And I don't understand where that they even come from. But I'm trying to remember how... I used to be terrified of those. Let me see.
I'm thinking about if there's anything like that in our... Okay.
See, like this is a perfect example. Like these will be people,
oh my god!
And then these will always be around.
So what is it?
I don't know, but they call them viejos, and they would always chase the kids and things like
Why?
that. I don't know, and then people thought it was funny. That's like the perfect example of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is something else.
But I just really want to know what's the symbol. What is the
I don't know,
and
I always, now that I think about it.
Does it have a name? Ask ChatGPT.
No, it doesn't have a name. Well, I know the name.
Yeah, say that in the ChatGPT. Like, what does it symbolizes?
ChatGPT is not trained in Latin.
How do you know?
That's what. Do you see the show? There was a study that
it's on Netflix again.
No. There was a study that showed that it doesn't do well with any other country because most of its training is done in the U.S.
Yeah, but don't ask it. There's a lot of Latin people here.
Let me see that. Oh, let me just see if I can actually find it. Because this is another thing. This is a very traditional thing.
The Day of Death is not scary?
No.
Okay. Even though you're like inviting all the ghosts to kind of come out?
Yeah, but you're supposed to be inviting your family, right?
Yeah,
like
would anybody be okay with the ghost of their uncle like kind of be around? That's okay?
Let me see. March, later. Let me see what...
Well, when I came to, I think like most of those like urban legend things that I know are getting a call.
Yeah, no,
okay. Yeah. So are all from when I came to United States, I learned about. For example, in Indiana, there were so many. You know that like the specific park that you go there, you hear crying children, and if you go after, because like apparently like something horrible happened and a bunch of children died there, so after like about sunset you go there and you hear crying children. That was that, and I was like, oh cool. Like a lot of weeping things, which is like probably the way that the trees are and the wind goes through, it does make that kind of noise.
No, it's not this. She doesn't know.
Doesn't know? Oh, interesting. Well, what about cats? You know how a lot of people say like cats have like half of them are here, half of them are in the other world?
I think that's more like a thing here. That was not a thing in Mexico. Sometimes
don't you feel like when you look at the eyes of your cat and they feel like what is this?
No, I just see that they had nothing going on in their head. Like with the dog, okay, yeah, they're thinking something, but with the cat, they're just like. Seriously, I always do that. I stare at them and I'm like, what are they thinking? And they're like that. They look so lost. Like nothing's going on. Lost. Nothing's going on in their little brain.
Like, where should I make biscuits now? Did I cover my poop? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't seem like anything. They're doing anything, right?
Yeah.
But here, I mean, they have 7 lives or whatever. Or like black cats are bad.
Yeah.
Which is.
But like, no, they do believe like black cats. Half of them are here, half of them on the other world. That's what, like, in a lot of movies they are being used as mediums. Like in Constantine, my favorite movie, I have watched it more than 20 times. Yeah. That he uses it to get to the other world.
Yeah.
Water is a medium, and like black cat. Water is always a medium because like a reflection and all that.
And fire, candles, whatever. I'm trying to think what else is there. I guess possessions in general was a thing.
Right.
People were possessed.
But it's like not in our that's something I always think from like Latin movies that like.
Yeah, it all comes from that.
Like.
They're possessed.
Because I guess it's just an easy way. If somebody says something that is wrong, you're like, oh yeah, you're possessed. You're acting crazy.
But there are some archives though, apparently, of document. But I think they're just schizophrenic. Whatever.
Yeah, definitely. You know, because like hallucination, schizophrenia, they're all like they genuinely are seeing another thing, another scenario, but they cannot. But what about
when they're like their body's all like.
Well, they have like they're having a different seizure has different shapes. Like you can have a seizure of having.
But then they become better after, like immediately.
It's the seizure. Their seizure passed. Like it's
yeah, seizure. But they were like breaking their bones or twisting their body all different ways, and then they come back to normal.
All kinds of like electrical, like you have like a rush of your brain tells all your your limbs to act wrong because just does it do that. And they look always as scared because it's completely out of their control.
What about the voices?
It's schizophrenia has all kinds of things.
Languages.
They're all like random languages, like people like make up gibberish languages. That's also like all kinds of.
But there's some where they actually spoke like some other, like a real language. But I don't know how that.
I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
I mean, I never actually believe in those things, right?
Okay, I thought about another thing. Again, from another movie that I recognize that, that's a good fear, because I do have that too. If I'm in a place with mirrors.
Oh yeah, I feel like the mirror's gonna come out, right?
Like I just feel like there's something like I'm just seeing, but it's not there. Something because there's like so much in your periphery of view, you're seeing something and it's reflecting. Sometimes if I like hang out and so much in front of the mirror, I'll be like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, that's it. Like we're not one of them turns to you like.
Right? Yeah, those are like there was this movie called Mirrors, and. Exactly, like you would see those things in the mirror. Also, it's like another capturing device in a lot of movies that you can capture the genes or whatever in the, not genes, gens. How do you say genes? Genes.
Yeah, gens.
Gens. Yeah. Gens. And like you break their mirror, you get rid of it or send them back there. Yeah, but it's like I cannot think of like any. Maybe like. Something I don't know, like older people knew, but also again because I didn't grow up in a smaller city. But it is a thing, like in a smaller cities, you would go at night, they would gather and tell like ghost stories and scary stories. But I never had the opportunity to be in one of the cities to hear them.
Yeah, I mean I always heard them, but I just never actually believed them, and nothing ever happened to me, right? So I was like, well. How am I supposed to base
this on? Except you're like just periodic demonic possession episodes.
But then I later found out that it was something, right? Like, oh, okay, so. And it's like I could get rid of, like, I knew if I move or I try really hard to wake myself up, then it will go away.
There was this, so there is this concept of jinns in Iran. But I'm not sure if it's an Islamic culture, because I think it is an Arabic culture. It's not from Iran. Because if you go back through time, you don't find any trace. But since Islam was introduced, that kind of concept. So it's like in Quran, it says at some place it talks about Ins and Jinn. So Ins is human and Jinn is like undefined. So there's like another presence, another thing. So and then from there people go on a lot of interpretation, like in Islamic thing, like in actual classes, Islamic classes, they talk about jinns and are like, you know, minions that they're kind of like of devil, or like they're like from the other world, but they kind of have been, they're half bred or some shit, so they can like be here. The whole concept of Constantine movie, like that there is like we are in the same world of another time, like there's like parallel universe. So the other world is here, but it's just another dimension, and that dimension is not allowed to cross paths. When you pass away, you get to that dimension. But then there's jinns, they can go back and forth, right? And they're like a human animalistic thing. So like what you're saying, that they're like tall humans, that they have like hooves and like hair, like extra hair, they're tall, maybe they have like animalistic heads and all. But like there are good jinns and bad jinns. So like some jinns like have been helping people through history. Like some people say like some mysterious things that has happened in history, like about some architectural stuff. There were jinns involved because they have like extra powers that they were able to help people. But then there are bad jinns that they try to like get your soul and make you do things. So I hear like depending on who was teaching different classes in the school, they would say. Like, I remember there was this one lady, very superstitious lady, and I just cannot believe that the school would let her say things like that. That you're not supposed to like take showers on Wednesday because that's the day that jinns take showers. What? Like what on earth? Like I always remember that Wednesday. I was like. What? like what? And also she said something about when you're not supposed to cut your nails because like has something, and I like totally forgot that because that was like extra stupid. I didn't even buy it because the shower one made sense. Like, okay, the shower's like, it's like occupied. You don't want to mess with them. That's their like ritual. But the nail one, occupied. But the nail was so weird. So weird. But anyways, and then I remember I was on a bus and one of my schools was far and I would take this bus regularly. So there were some regulars also, I would see them. There was this girl that I kept seeing, and sometimes she kept talking about things to me. And one time she told me, like, do you believe in jinns? And I was like, I've heard about them in the school. She was like, there is this jinn that visits me every night and he loves me. So that was one of the type of jinns that they will like might love you and they want like be like with you to make you their bride. And I was like, and I was kind of like, okay, let's entertain this conversation. It's interesting. And she was telling me about how like he makes her feel so good. He wants to like touch her, and but it's kind of demanding like that she needs to be his. So like she should never marry because it's gonna be her bride. But if she does, he will give her like a beauty, like long-lasting beauty, and like extra like wisdom and shit like that. And she's genuinely, and I saw her another time and she was telling me another like episode of all these things, and she wasn't sure, like, and she was like, I'm scared of telling this to people, like in my family. I don't know what to do because I kind of like it, right? But I mean, but that's not right? Like, and I remember another time I was like, I'm not gonna sit by her. I'm gonna put my headphones on. So yeah, I mean, cool, right? It is a cool. If she wasn't scared by it, she was just like thinking like, but is this like a kind of sustainable lifestyle?
We had a lot of things like that because we had a lot of bus drivers because they will come and pick people from their towns, and they will have all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, like I stopped for, they let this person in, they sat in the back, they talked to me, and then when I turned around, they were gone. Things like that. I used to always read this book that my mom bought me from the city. It was called Urban Legends, and I used to read all the stories because it made me feel scary, right? Like the way they were written, and I was like, oh my god, I love this story so much. I think that's why I like scary movies. But yeah, that was.
Yeah, other than jinns, I don't think of anything else. Like, because in like in Iranian culture and also Islamic culture, when you die, like the soul is very high and respected. So there's nothing evil tagged to it. Like when you just ascend, because you are a piece of God. So you just, when you get out of this earthly life, you just ascend. There's nothing you would do evil, but there's extra shit like jinns that they are not, like, they don't have human souls, things like that. But it was nothing that of my, like, would come up so much, or like, or my friends would ever tell me like, oh yeah, this happened. Also, none of my friends were into these things, or if they were, I probably just completely ignored what they were saying. I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah.
Any ghost story, like, or if they said, I probably was like thinking like, okay, fine, you got attention, we get used to you.
Yeah, just think. But I mean, I never actually believed them, because I never nothing happened to me, and somehow it kept happening to everybody else. I was like, that doesn't make sense. You know, they're either just making it up, or I just haven't had my chance yet.
I mean, it is normal that your brain, like, because the brain uses a lot of the visual information we get, right? And sometimes anticipate things. Like, for example, you anticipate that from this, like, kind of peripheral view that you see that somebody's there, and you, like, picture something, and you turn back and it's not there, and you be like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I remember this when my grandfather passed away in our house. So right when the ER people were taking him out, the moment before he exits the door, he passed out right in front of my eyes. Like, he was I was the only person facing him, because they were saying, oh, get the pillow. So I went to get the pillow, and I was coming this way, and everybody was facing that door. So because they were taking it out, and he was looking at me, and he, like, looked, and then it was an interesting moment to see death. It took me a while to kind of see it this scientifically, but I remember that night, because he is died at home, we had to have a doctor come in and, like, investigate and write the thing, right? So he was there in our home, and we were just kind of sitting around, right? I remember that, and everybody was so sad. Yeah. But I wasn't scared at all, right? But I remember, like, I walked in to go get something from his room, and when I was walking in, I saw him sitting on his bed like he always sits, and, like, when I closed my eyes, remember that picture. And for a second, I was like, holy shit. Like, I didn't get scared, but like, oh my God, this is ghost. And I turned on the light and immediately went away. But that makes sense. Like, my brain just visioned something that I generally, when I go to that room, he's sitting on that bed. And you're like in distress kind of environment, you know? But when you're in grief, no offense to anybody, actually it's a very common thing, especially when something close to you dies, you keep seeing them. And you think, oh, they're like moving on. But your brain keeps looking for that sense. Of course they're going to see that. Like, I mean, say that to my mom. She'll be like, what do you mean? I'm sure my mom was there, blah, 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 blah. But it makes so much sense. It's this this picture that you're looking for. Like, when you miss somebody, you keep seeing them everywhere. Yeah. Your face. My face, that was one of those faces. But yeah, I love scary movies, but I am not a fan of, as you know, I'm not a fan of a jump and scare movie, because I keep saying, right now, and it's funny. It's just funny. I don't like jump scares, but I like the other ones. The ones that they try to convince you rationally, I like those.
Or where, like, the scary thing was, like, these people were just crazy. Right, like it was a cult that was doing all these things, and now they think that, oh, you're the next person to be possessed by some demon or something. I don't know. Yeah. That, because that's like real, right? Like, yeah, some people actually do believe that.
Like, Jeffrey Dahmer is scary because he existed. People are scary. Those things that scare me. For example, Dexter, my favorite thing. It had one of the serial killer that. Every time I see the actor who played that, I get a little bit chill, because the way he was such a beautiful husband, had a full-on family. He was an active volunteer, building churches and houses everywhere. But he also had a childhood trauma that, I don't know, like, something happened to him, and he was just keep recreating that. So he would choose these ladies, and he would recreate that death of the sister and the mother. And he was doing it every year on those dates for years.
I feel like I see something like that. And he had something like that.
Children, he had wife, he had this whole beautiful house, had a job. That scares the crap out of me. That, like, I'm talking about, I get, like, really fear that there are people around us that they're not, they're genuinely not who they are. and you trust them and you see what they see, but there is this like whole other thing that's so terrifying. That is scary. Something that could happen to me. Like sure, if there's dark and there's ghosts and you go to a house that shakes and you stay there and your child is flying on the fucking ceiling and you say like, oh but we have to stay here, of course that just shit's gonna happen.
If you get dragged across the stairwell.
Yeah, exactly. The freaking Conjurings back to back.
Oh, no, Paranormal Activity. That one was kind of scary too.
Yeah, the first Paranormal Activity, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it's like this security camera, like real thing. I remember the first time I watched it, and when I was walking down my bedroom, I was like, for a second, I was like, oh my god, I was scared. And then I sat because I watched it with my dad, and my dad was like, it was very well made. I am also scared, but look at the thing. There's directors, there's actors, and immediately it went away in my brain. I was like, oh my god, it was a well-made movie.
Yeah, I was feeling down and like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
And then any little thing they will hear, I'm like,
Yeah.
Or you see the door open of the closet.
That was a smart
yeah.
move. Wow, and I think like went down in history in that term of that style of making movies. But yeah, exactly, like movies that I can get convinced that could happen to me.
Especially, I think it was called VHS. There's a movie like that. This guy will trick people into, take this job to record. I'm like dying of cancer or something, and then I want to record like my last few days for my kid, and then he will pay like $2,000 for a weekend or something like that. But then he will have him go to this like cabin or whatever, and like it's kind of weird. You're filming him. He's trying to get you to drink, and then like. This guy was filming, he turns around and he's just sitting like this on the hallway with the wolf mask. Like this, you know? Like, that's scary because...
That's
like,
scary as shit!
Like, who's this? And then, like, he's like...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See, that's shit, like... And he was...
Could definitely happen
the whole was like, he's filming how he's gonna kill them. Like, first they're filming him... But then he films them, and then like.
And I'm sure there's so many crazy. I mean, in Indiana, we know that guy who kept killing I forgot his name, Franklin or whatever. I forgot his name, but he kept killing kids and neighbors and kept burying them in the thing. And that land had so many dead people. Oh my god! Like that's crazy. That's so scary. Or there was this movie that had the guy who played it. Skarsgård. Yeah. So Eric Skarsgård, I think. So he played, and they were in an Airbnb, and there was like a layer underneath of that Airbnb. Like there's like a downstairs, and there's just so much crap going on there. That could happen. Everything would make sense. It totally made sense to me. And obviously the curiosity will let me go open that. And since then, I am a little bit extra careful when I'm booking Airbnbs because, like, it is somebody's house who is completely like.
Was it the one with the reporter?
Not a reporter. It happened. It was in a video near Chicago area. So there was this girl who was there wanted to get a job.
Yeah, right. But he also was booked there or something.
Yeah, they were double booked.
Yeah, they were double booked. Yeah. I saw the movie
you saw
too.
That?
Yeah.
So there was this weird freaking.
What's that name?
We're ruining the movie, so sorry. Don't watch the movie. We're gonna have to go through it. So in that house, a long time ago, was for this weird ass guy.
Yes, I don't know the backstory.
Who would go get women, bring them there, and she would impregnate them, and she would just keep sleeping with them, and keep them till they die. But of all this inbred shit, there was this weird girl that was born, and just like completely rational, like totally rational. So he had to keep her there, right?
Yeah.
So he was living in that room alive, and there was this like weird girl who was like, "Baby, my baby," because watching that video, that all makes sense. I'm thinking about it, like because rationally, I fucking bought that shit. I just didn't buy how they keep going in. Like, why do you keep going in? Like, don't go out because there's everybody's going in there. Yeah. I would not go in. That's the only part, but they wouldn't be able to prove it to us if that was.
And the homeless guy knew, like,
god, don't.
Yeah,
and the way everybody died and all that, and the girl got out, I was like, yeah, that I was scared. And since then, I got a little bit like something in my brain opened up the fact that this is somebody's house, and if somebody wants to really plan to do something bad, they know all the little parts of this.
Yeah, there's been multiple movies like that. I sent another one too that's similar. Like, oh yeah, the Airbnb, and then like, oh, the guy wanted to like kill them basically.
But the suspension that they made with this one, that this coincidence of two people being there, so you constantly think that Eric Skarsgård is a bad person, right? All the time, and there was actually he was genuinely good. I was like, yeah, he was rich, director. I was like, oh my god, I want to go to Airbnb.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like genuine fear. I think I'm totally for that. I love that. I think that's the future of horror movies. Make me scared in light. That's scary.
Oh, did you watch Smile?
Yes, I also like that movie.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. I haven't watched the second one.
Second one was not as good as the first one.
Okay, I'm not going to watch it then. Because I really liked the first one. Because even though actors sucked ass, like everybody was really bad at playing the movie, but the concept of grief and making that's cool. That's awesome. Also, I really liked the idea of Malignant.
I don't know if I saw that one. I think I did.
It's a concept of literally cancer. But they made it in, like, the concept is cancer. But they made it into a metaphorical thing. But I thought that was fun. When I figured out, when I, in my mind, made it like a cancer, I was like, oh, that makes sense. But it was fun.
Yeah. I watched this other one called Bring Her Back. It came out recently, but they finally put it on HBO. It was a good movie, too. I mean, it has something with, like, conjuring some kind of demon or something, but it was kind of gory though. So probably not your
no, like I don't, because like from gory I don't get scared. Like when I remember when Saw came out, I would be like, are we serious? Like, are we getting to the scary part? I would be like, are you not gonna gross me out by blood and hands and legs and
no, this one was kind of, because no, this one was, there's just a part with teeth. I'm just like, no. Didn't want to watch that. But it was more, it's actually, I think it was more about grief too, because this lady had lost her daughter, and that's it's kind of like the extreme that she went to trying to bring her back. That's what's called Bring Her Back.
There was, I think it was another, this seems like this lady living in this house by herself.
I mean, she did, but you don't think it's about her until it's about like two siblings.
The daughters.
No.
Oh.
This one is a girl and a guy. And the dad of them, their dad dies.
Okay.
And then they need to go live with somebody else.
I saw another, I don't remember.
But the girl was blind.
There was another movie that was like two sisters and a dad, and like something kept coming for them.
No, I don't remember that.
Okay. Also, the other movie that two Mormon girls go and knock at this guy's door.
Oh yeah.
What was that one?
That one's called Heretic. Heretic.
That was an interesting movie too. Yeah. It wasn't as scary, but the idea was that could happen. Don't knock on fucking random people's guys. But the mom was like, "Oh, she's coming." I was like, "Oh, just get out.
Just get
out right now." So yeah.
Which is crazy, right? That they have all these random people go to their missions and like knock on people's doors and, oh yeah, come on in. And they're underage. Yeah.
Boys, like all of them are young. They're not experienced in life. So yeah, this was an interesting session.
To missions, other countries.
Oh, seriously, like imagine that. Yeah. I wonder if there should be a movie made out of all these things that actually happened. Like, you know, American Horror Stories, Mormon Horror Stories.
No.
I mean, again, if you decide to make this movie, please send me royalty movies. We haven't been getting the reusable coffee reels.
I don't think that's what's gonna fly. The reusable coffins.
It should, but because people are stupid. You don't want to like pay money and bury them. Like you just use it for 3 seconds and then put it with a dead person. That's stupid. Use beautiful things and then just be environmentally. Plant a tree with that money. I'm gonna donate to kids.
Yeah.
You should do a business in California, somewhere that are like a little bit more like up for doing like environmental friendly, eco,
more green friendly.
I wonder if I never looked it up. Maybe there is a business like that.
Nah, we didn't look it up, but look into that later.
But alright, this was fun. I had a lot of fun. Mostly it is like that. Like we just have fun together. But thank you for tagging along.
Yeah. The next.
Let us know in the comment section. Let us know about.
There's a lot of subreddits for like things like that.
Oh yeah,
there's a ghost
time.
story subreddit. There's a confession subreddit. There's like.
I keep thinking about the guy with the names. I've been telling so many people about that. That's like one of the most fun conversations.
Do you know that there's this guy, this woman?
And then it had so much like it started a lot of conversation like, oh yeah, definitely this is like some they're doing some purpose. There's no way, and it's been really fun. I love that topic. All right.
Well, guys, that is it for today. Thank you for hanging us today, and let's get that.
Boo.